Skateboard, big skateboard, small skateboard.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Young Weezy here. Today, we're just gonna be doing a chill video and we're gonna be playing the ramp. So this game is amazing because it's literally just like a fidget toy, but in a video game. It's super simple, and you literally are this tiny guy on these tiny skate parks, I guess, and you just skate. It's incredible. I think today I'm just gonna like play and just talk about stuff. I don't know. So since I'm in college, obviously I have to do a lot of walking to class and stuff. So instead of walking to class, I either bike or I take one of the many skateboards that I showed at the beginning. So my nickel board is the yellow one, and that's the one I ride on the most because it's the most portable while also being the most stable for like going down the hills and stuff. But if I have a short ride, I usually take that small green penny board, so I can just, you know, store it super easily underneath my feet on my desk or something, or like with me at the lunch table in the cafeteria. And then if I have like a super long trip but like to one place, I normally take the longboard. The longboard is my least taken one, I would say, just because it's so big. I only ever really take it if I'm going just to lunch, and then I store it outside on the skateboard racks. It's just too big to practically bring anywhere, and especially because a lot of time it's hard to like go down with such a big board and then have to walk all the way up with a big board. Like, it's not hard, it's just annoying when I could just take my nickel board instead. The nickel board has definitely been the best investment just because I use that thing so much. I first got into skateboarding, like, not like skateboarding, just like riding, I guess I would call it. So my friend had his little sister had that green penny board that I showed at the beginning of the video. That's hers. And they were moving, actually. They had like a table of stuff out front of their house when I went to go over his house one day of just stuff they were giving away. And it turns out that they were getting rid of the penny board for some reason. And I saw it, and I immediately asked my friend, and I was like, can I have that? The fact that I got to take it from him for free is just incredible. And I just started riding it a ton, stuff like that. And that's how I really got into skateboarding more often than I normally would. So that's how I got into like skateboarding initially. And then since I'm a big impulse buyer, I bought a longboard, and then I bought the nickel board. And the longboard I haven't necessarily got my money out of, especially because it was pretty expensive. It was like $100, whereas the nickel board was only like 50, and I've gotten significantly more use out of that. That's the only reason why I would say that I haven't really got my money's worth out of it, is just because of the fact that I've used the nickel board so much more. It was like a quarter of the, it literally was like a quarter of the price. No, it was 30, yeah, so it was pretty much a quarter of the price. A third. If you were to get into skateboarding, I would definitely say start off with something simpler. Nickel boards and penny boards in general are just super easy to ride. I don't know why. I think it's the size, because longboards, don't get me wrong, longboards are easy to ride. The size of them can kind of throw you off a little bit. Since they're so big, they're a little bit harder to like push off of. I guess this is just how my opinions on it, I guess, more or less. The thing is, I skate the wrong way with my foot. I skate goofy. I'm not lefty at all. I'm fully righty. But I skate goofy, and don't know why, it's just significantly more comfortable for me to skate goofy. I don't know if I ever wanted to like actually get into skateboarding and try to do tricks and stuff, like how much trouble I would have with it because I skate goofy. But I don't think I'm ever gonna get to that point, you know what I mean? And also, as you guys saw briefly at the beginning of last video, I got a butterfly knife. So I'm getting into balance song tricks. That butterfly knife has completely seized up on me. Not only is it metal and it hurts my hand really bad, it has completely seized up on me as far as flipping it goes. One of the hinges, look, I'm gonna show you, right here, look. And this one just completely is just, I can't do it. It doesn't move anymore. Anytime I try and do any tricks or anything like that, I just try to do a basic opening, it just gets stuck. And then I have to use too much force, and I've beat up my hand trying to do it because I'll smack the metal grip against my hand, and I'll just absolutely beat the shit out of my hand. So my knuckle got bloody actually, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. My knuckle actually started bleeding from it, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna keep doing this. So I ordered 2 more because again, I impulse buy a ton. So I ordered like a nice one with a plastic handle. It was like $30. Again, it's not super expensive or anything, but nicer compared to the one I bought originally. And then I bought like a $15 one that was a bit cheaper. But I've heard that the cheap what the fuck? I heard that the cheap balance songs don't last very long. So I bought 2 just in case, so I wouldn't have to wait for like, because this one didn't last very long, so I don't have to wait for another one. The daily uploads though have been going relatively well though. I mean, as far as me actually getting them out, the views I don't really care about, because that's the fact that I know The only reason why any of my other videos get a relatively okay amount of views, like, I mean, for my size, is because of the fact that it's multiple months in between uploading. So it's like, of course, people go to my channel and they watch something, it's going to be one of the most recent videos. And there's been no video in a month, so they're just going to keep watching the same video like over and over and over again. I'm just hoping that for my own mental thing, I don't get demoralized and I can keep up with it. I think I'll be fine, hopefully. Because I think even on days I don't necessarily know what to upload, as long as I get a video out, even something like this where I'm just like chilling and talking, I think that's just like better than nothing for sure. I think, at least, because I know YouTube appreciates consistency. These aren't videos that I necessarily am like want to make. But in order to have like the resources and time to like make the videos that I really want to make, I need to get to a point where it's like feasible for me to spend that much time on them. So I need to get to a point where I'm getting enough views and enough, like I have enough subscribers to actually be able to reasonably spend that much time on them without it being a waste of time necessarily. So that's mostly why I'm doing it, just so I can try and get some momentum going for myself too. Because I feel like people will at least appreciate the fact that I'm trying to do the daily uploads, and then maybe they see that and they're like, yeah, I'll subscribe. In order to get to do those big projects that I want to work on, like the short films and stuff, and those be reasonable investments, I need to get to a point where, for example, my parents can look at it and be like, yeah, okay, you're doing well enough on this where we won't think that you're like crazy for doing this, you know what I mean? Because if I was to say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like focus on this for a very long time, kind of like let my grades slack, but like put a ton of time into this one project for my YouTube channel, they'd be like, no, what are you doing? Get good grades. And as of right now, I'm like, yeah, of course I'll get good grades, because that's just what's like important. As of right now, I don't have a future on this platform at all, but I'm hoping that these daily uploads will help me build some momentum for that. So then I have a reason to work on those big projects that I'm going to be proud of. I want this to be understood that I'm not just doing YouTube for the money. I necessarily don't even care about that. The only reason why I'd want the money is so I can make stuff that I genuinely care about. So I can make projects that I care about, not so I can be rich, you know what I mean? It's so I can reinvest it into some genuine projects that I care about, some genuine projects that I'm really interested in. Definitely requires some dedication. I need to establish myself. I need to put some serious hours into this. I'm not saying I haven't already, but I really need to start racking up the hours on YouTube. I can't just expect to upload a video and it just go viral all at once. I'm making simpler, shorter videos for longevity. I still got school to focus on. I physically can't put that much time into it. I'll fail school. I still got classes to focus on and stuff. So I spend like 3 to 4 hours a day on YouTube, recording and editing and stuff like that. Since I'm not at a point to fully dedicate my time to it, I can't, because it's not a reasonable thing to do. I'll see if I can make this coherent through editing. We'll see. I'll just probably look back at it and be like, okay, what's usable, what's not, what can I actually use here? It's definitely not gonna be anything crazy. It's gonna be simple. It's gonna be chill. We just gotta land something. Oh, 1440 airwalk. There we go. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these types of chill videos, let me know. If you guys like the video, subscribe and like the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys want me to do next. If you guys have any games or specific want me to play. Peace.